Hey YouTube. So we're out here today at our usual spot. It's tomorrow we're supposed to be going out on the UTV. My wife doesn't know yet, but that's the plan. Let's go out on the UTV tomorrow and do some late fall riding. One dead mosquito. The mosquitoes are always bad here when you get out here, and I don't really want to spray myself with mosquito stuff. I've already been wet. I'm wearing I power washed the camper today. So this is part 3 to my weight loss journey. If you guys can't tell, skin's starting to get floppy. I'm down to 173, I think, with clothes on. So I'm slowly but surely catching up with Karen's weight loss. I started out the year at 315 pounds, so that would mean lost 40 some pounds so far. And I don't do anything but bike ride. I keep my walking to a minimum because of my ankles. So don't usually walk much. I do some shopping in the store once in a while and walk there, but Karen does mainly walking, and she's been having problems with her getting adjusted to the Ozempic still. We're not sure what's going on, but she's trying to change her diet, so she hasn't been out riding her bike much. She does try to get on the indoor bike, but she hasn't been on her electric for a few weeks. Yeah, mosquitoes are bad today, and I'm not doing anything to them, I think. Anyway, so last week I rode 92 miles, I think it was. This is this week. I mean, I rode 92 miles so far, so I'll end up with 100 miles for the week. The bike, I do believe, is at 16 something now. I'm going to end up having to put a new chain on it before the end of the year, it looks like. I was hoping to finish out the year on this chain, but we'll see. The cassette on this bike isn't really that expensive, so I may just change it both at the same time and not change the chain right away. Yeah, they like me today. So I'm doing fairly well diet-wise. I'm still staying. As I lost weight, I've had to readjust my calorie intake every week. I think it says now just to maintain the current weight, I would have to eat 2,004 calories without any exercise, and I'm getting below that. I doubt some days that I make even 1,500. Just depends on how hungry I am in the evening, whether I make it to 1,500 at all. I've been changing, we've been using more natural grain breads. Sourdoughs are supposed to be really good for diabetics, so we've been trying that. Karen used to eat jelly on her toast, but now she doesn't do that even. She still eats a lot of fruit where I don't touch fruit. She eats a banana every day, maybe a peach or some watermelon. All okay, I just don't eat them. I'm just completely avoiding sugar. She's on Ozempic and I'm on 4 different medications for my diabetes. I am not on any kind of insulin, and the doctor, at this point I won't be. As a matter of fact, I think by the time I go see the doctor the next time, he'll be wanting to take me off some kind of medication because of my A1C should be below 7 already now, just with diet. I have a stubborn liver that likes to deliver a lot of sugar, so it's a matter of getting the body used to not having it. So I eat vegetables, meat. I avoid corn. Corn doesn't like me, and so I avoid it. Still eating pasta. We try to eat the high protein pasta, or the wheat pasta, but you know what? I like my spaghetti with regular pasta, and that's the way I eat it. I just eat less of it. So, put more meat in the pasta sauce than we used to. So, I'm going to cover the charging problems that I've noticed with my truck. If I leave it on the charger overnight and just come out and unplug it in the morning and ride my bike whenever in the afternoon or wherever I ride it, the bike isn't fully charged. It has always been that way. If I come out, like say in the morning, and then unplug it and replug it in, it always charges afterwards. So, and it's not just for a few minutes and then it says it's fully charged. No, it'll charge for another hour before. I think I sat out there one day and it was an hour's worth of charging. Now, it might be just balancing the batteries during that period, but it's still charging. So today I did an experiment. I came out early and I charged the bike, unplugged it, plugged it back in, went around my business, waited for it to shut off again, and charged it, plugged it back in again. And instead of this customary 32 miles that it says I have range in tour, today it said I had 38 miles of range to start. So I'm thinking that it probably at that point was fully charged after plugging it in 3 times. So that Bosch charger may have a problem. I'm going to have to check the voltage at the charger when it's charging, or it's just the way the bike is set up. It doesn't really fully charge all the way every time. And I've seen this before. I've talked to a few people that say they have the Knox display, the higher end displays that shows the battery percentage, and theirs is showing 90-some% when they take it off the charger, and they've went to their dealers and asked them to update the software, and it really doesn't matter. The only way to get it to charge to 100% is to keep plugging it in. So I don't know what the deal is, but Bosch needs to come up with some different charger or something. Maybe the charger's not, maybe it's the way they want it, but if I'm going to go on a long ride, I'd rather know that I have 6 miles more range to start than I normally would. Although I've only had this bike down to 1 bar left at one time, and that was after riding it for 2 days and 32 miles, 33 miles, and I was pushing it too. The harder you pedal, the more the motor puts out. And this motor will put out, set like it is right now, it'll put out 100% in tour mode. So it'll put 100% of your effort, it will match it up to 100%. It's still limited to a certain amount of newton meters at each level, and you don't get to 40 newton meters until you're in the turbo mode, and that is 250% of whatever you're putting out. So I don't know, I rarely go into either of the other 2 modes on the computer, so I'm not sure what's the deal with the battery, but I'm thinking that if I had the instructions for the battery, it might say something in there, but I'm going to look it up when I get home and check what it says about the battery not charging the bike completely, or the charger not charging the bike completely, see if there's any notes or any solutions for it other than just unplugging it and plugging it back in again. Well, I'm not sure if I'll drop this video today or tomorrow, but this is basically you guys' update for how I'm doing. So I think I lost another 3 or 4 pounds, maybe more, maybe less. I think I said I weighed 376 last week, so I would say I lost 4 pounds. which is too much for a week actually. But I've been riding every single day, and some days is 11 miles of 11 and a half miles. Some days it's 25 miles. Just depends on how I feel, how my ankle is doing. If I push it real hard, I have problems with my ankles. Real problems with them. I'm sore. I feel like an old man when I get up. I wish they'd just go away. Okay, folks, like, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. If you have any questions about the charger or my weight loss, anything you need to know, today's ride is, so far, it says average speed's 14.2 miles. Made it here in 23 minutes. So I'm going to continue riding towards Greenville for today. I don't know how far I ride, but I'll probably ride 20 miles today. And it'll end up averaging about 14 or 15 miles an hour, somewhere in there. My GPS speed does not match my bike speed for some reason. I don't know if it's the GPS is losing signal some of the time or what, but sometimes the average speeds don't match up with what I think they should be. But you're in trees, you can lose GPS signal pretty easily. It's not as bad as it used to be, but you still can lose it. I'm going to call it a video. I hope you guys enjoy your rest of your day. If you have any questions, like I said, put them in the comments.